All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for staying with us. Now we've gotten to the last beat of this show, which is the returning Diaspora, and I'm joined by a super big, huge guy, James. What's good? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Well,
how's everything?
Everything is all good, as you can see.
Right on.
Love our studios, right?
I do. First time. I don't know why other guys haven't invited me before.
Okay, fine. Now let's just get into this.
Yeah.
The segment is returning Diaspora, and we just want to understand your story. You are in Canada. Before you got to Canada, you were here.
Yes.
Why did you hate Kenya that much? Why did you have to leave?
Well, I did not hate Kenya. I mean, that's why I came back.
Yeah.
For the love of the country.
Yeah.
But I mean, I grew up here, was born here, went to school here and everything. But I was very much involved in community work.
Yeah.
That's actually what got me to Canada.
Yeah.
So I was involved with a program that was run by the UN Habitat and the City Council of Nairobi.
Yeah.
So I was working out of One Stop. Then we had an opportunity to go to Canada for the World Urban Forum. So went for the conference, stayed there. I mean, right after that, decided to stay. Stayed, got my papers, started working, started a family.
Yeah.
And fast forward 14 years down the line, in the transition of fully being set up back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you spent your time in Canada, you've done all that you needed to do in terms of volunteering, got an experience in different fields. You get back to Kenya.
Yeah.
What have you been up to since you got back?
Oof, a lot.
Yeah.
Number one, it was a huge transition because I came with my wife and family.
Right.
I mean, that was for the first time for them in Kenya. So that took time getting adjusted to like the culture here and everything.
Right.
But apart from that, I'm also doing real estate, but I'm also still following my passion for community work.
Yeah.
So I'm doing sport for development. So we have basketball programs, we do a lot of soccer stuff. And we also tap into the creative arts where we're doing digital storytelling programs with young people.
Right.
Just pretty much, encouraging young people to keep dreaming, dare to dream as well. And I just create pathways for them, to succeed and achieve excellence.
All right.
That's through academic, athletic scholarships and all that stuff.
All right. Now, you also run an initiative known as Beyond Hoops
That's
Africa,
correct.
right?
Yeah.
It's Beyond Hoops Africa, right?
Beyond Hoops Africa, yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you just tell us something smaller. I'm really careful. I never want to get these names of the project
No worries.
wrong. Yeah.
So actually, Beyond Hoops started in Canada.
Yeah.
But the way it happened is that so when I was in Canada, after I've been there for like about 5 years, I realized there was a disconnect with a lot of the newcomers coming in, especially the ones coming from West Africa where it was French speaking. So they had a hard time integrating into the English speaking community and all that. And being a newcomer in a new country can be pretty costly to get involved in like recreational activities.
Right.
So I partnered with the city and some of the rec centers there. So I was running free basketball camps, free to the students, but they were paid for. So I was pretty much creating a platform for, having fun, playing hoops, and also creating friendship.
Yeah.
So that's how Beyond Hoops started, and that's how it was Beyond Hoops.
Okay.
It's hoops bringing us together,
Yeah,
but at the end of the
what
day,
next after
it's
that?
beyond. So while I was still in Canada, I used to visit Kenya every 2 to 3 years.
All right.
So I'd come out here, hang out with friends, do camps, go back to where I used to play, give back, bring basketballs, equipment, and all that kind of stuff. So when now I came back, 2018 May, in July we launched Beyond Hoops Africa officially.
All right.
And that was in Umoja.
Yeah.
Worked out with one of my boys who's a coach from DC.
All right.
So we did pretty much a tour. So we did Umoja, then we went to Coast, we went to Makueni, we did Machakos, Nyandara, went to 8 different counties, playing hoops. The vibe was pretty positive. Young people were pretty receptive. There's a hunger to learn. There's a lot of talent here.
Yeah.
But still a lot of gaps in equipment, infrastructure, and even on a bigger scale, understanding the sport business side of things.
All right.
Because I think we still have that approach of looking at sports in a recreation manner,
right?
Which is nothing wrong with that.
All right.
But there's also the business component that has a lot of opportunities, or even getting a lot of kids, families out of poverty.
Okay. Yeah. Now, one of the biggest projects that you're working on, apart from the Beyond Hoops, is the digital literacy program that you're doing with the kids, with the young kids in Kawa Ngware. As in, it's kind of like a fresh aspect to giving back to the society. Why did you see photography as something that was very critical in investing in these kids who are from the slums and don't necessarily have access to these things on a daily basis? Why photography?
Well, photography is power, man.
Yeah.
Like being able to tell a story visually.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So the idea behind it, for me being in the diaspora, I've seen the African story told by different people
Right.
in different ways.
Nice.
But it's not being told by Africans.
Okay.
So now that was the school of thought where, how about if we give African kids a voice and the tools and a platform to tell their own story, their own way. And that's pretty much the motivation behind digital storytelling. Yeah, behind it. For me being in the diaspora,
you've
I've seen the
been
African
here,
story.
you've been outside there,
Yeah.
came back. Tell us, is the grass really green on the other side?
It's white out there, man. It's a lot of snow. But anyways, I mean, like, there's good, bad, pros and cons and everything.
Yeah.
And it depends how you want to look at it. But, I mean, there's a lot of work there and everything. But I think when it comes to the social life, it's not as quite as here.
All right.
And even in terms of the opportunities, literally there's nothing easy. You can't just sit, chill, and collect money from the ground as people, perceive.
Yeah.
Literally there you have to work for every minute, for every dollar that you earn. I mean, the work is there, but you got to be hardworking and all that. But I mean, the pros there, the systems work and function.
Right.
You go to a government office, like in Nyaya House there, to get a passport. The staff don't feel like they're doing you a favor by doing their work.
Faster,
or trying to like grease hands to like expedite certain processes.
All right.
So I think for that part, like I missed that part of things because I've been trying to like get my wife papers and everything from Nyaya House. So it's been a nightmare. So
right, fine. I better believe you'll settle in well.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, James Kimani. Thank you very much for your time and
thank you, man.
Thanks
for having me over.
Okay.
Right on.
All right, that's all we had for you on Diaspora Vibes. Keep it right here, same time, same place, but as usual, different clothes. I was your host, Alan Owin. Until next time, do have yourself a lovely evening.